So you want to play Greymane because you want to do things like this and like this. Oh my days, that was so good. This is a no-nonsense guide to Gen Greymane, King of Gilneas. Greymane has been one of the few heroes I've picked up and instantly fell in love with. He is certainly my kind of hero, and I will explain why through his strengths and lack of weaknesses. Greymane is a range/melee hybrid. He deals immense amounts of pressure in both forms, so you get the best out of both worlds. This is actually such a huge strength that I'm going to make the font bigger to really show you guys that it's super good. He can be built to deal high damage to the backline whilst also having the tools to bring down the front line. Excellent engage and disengage tools allow you to decide when to jump in or get the hell out. Despite Greymane's huge strengths, his lack of self-sustain often makes you very support reliant. Greymane is also weak to CC. I don't really like putting this as a weakness because I feel it applies to basically every hero in the game anyway, but it is a fact that you are more susceptible to CC when you dive in. He's also a high skill cap hero. This isn't necessarily a weakness again, but often players may feel he's not too great because he requires a lot more mechanical skill to use effectively. On that note, let's continue. Like I said at the beginning, Grey is a hero I quickly grasped due to his fluid playstyle. You'll find that a lot of players find it very difficult to play around cocktail damage. Against heroes that are fleeing on low health from you while you're in Worgen form, use disengage aggressively to get within AA range and finish them off by blowing up the cocktail when they get behind their forts. Honestly, getting cocktail kills is super hilarious because you just know that the enemy thought that they were safe. They breathe a sigh of relief and then BAM! Dead. What separates a good Greymane from a bad one is that you're not me. I'm just kidding. With Greymane you have to understand how to play a ranged assassin as well as a melee one, but there is a balance that you must maintain. More often than not you will be in human form. Ranged AA damage and backline poke is enough to bring the enemy team down for you to be comfortable enough in diving them to finish them off. Always stutter step. No matter what form you are in, crucial seconds are wasted if you stand in one place trying to AA a moving target. Diving in Worgen form shouldn't only be reserved to finish enemies. Often you can deal a lot of damage safely regardless of the enemy health. Mastering this hero is all about understanding which form is the most valuable to be in at that moment. With the recent changes to his heroics, Cursed Bullet is more likely to be chosen over Go for the Throat. It provides great pressure in the current double warrior meta. Go for the Throat is better on squishy and mobile targets that can be used to finish them off quickly. Playstyles will be similar, but more often than not you should look for opportunities to safely invade the backline. Despite Greymane having an excellent tank killing tool, he's even better killing off their assassins. Of course it changes from fight to fight. There will be times where the tank is in your face and your team can finish him off with a Cursed Bullet and your fast AA damage. Other times the fight will go on for longer. Their assassins and supports are more likely to be out of position as time goes on. Just keep the cocktail damage going and jump in when needed. When you find yourself in a bit of a pickle in human form, look for opportunities to either trade your life with at least one other hero. If there isn't an opportunity like this, use your surroundings to make an escape. Leap onto walls or minions to throw off the enemy and dodge skill shots. If you have played heroes like Kerrigan or Illidan, this will come naturally to you. Here I used the wall twice to jump away from Arthas. Unfortunately he has a lingering slow at level 4, which was a bit annoying, but thankfully I made space for my team to wipe out the other 4 members. Let me show you some builds. The first is the standard cocktail build. Your heroic choice as mentioned before will be dependent on the enemy composition. At 16, if you do not have anyone that can reliably slow, stun or root the enemy team, then do not take Executioner, go for the attack speed instead, which is also a very good talent. The second build is a slight variation of the first. If you want to still go for a cocktail build but also want to focus more on your auto attack damage, then this build is great for that. Usually you would take this on maps such as Battlefield of Eternity or in comps where you feel safe being close to the enemy front line. The movement speed and attack speed talents at 13 and 16 will truly test your ability to stutter step. If you're not fond of the cocktail talents, you can always change up the level 4 and 7 talents to best suit you.